Arun Kumar ji, Satish Sinarkar ji, Sanjay Kilapur ji, respected guests. It gives me immense pleasure to be here to be part of a debate on Jammu and Kashmir. My brother, who was in military, I think he has spent time in Jammu and Kashmir. So I knew what it means to be a soldier and to be in place like Kashmir to be posted. So we have gone through and lost him actually. Now J&K is an issue that the nation needs to find way forward. One of the things that every region in conflict would probably need is development. I think development is the best solution to the Kashmir issue. How do you enable development to happen in a place where which is in conflict? Certainly, people would need opportunities. I remember that spending quite a lot of time immediately after the 2005 earthquake in Kashmir, and spent a lot of time in Baramulla, Uri, and some of the border districts. I think one thing we realized at that particular point in time is that far more could be done to support people to be able to move out of their current situation that is affected by the earthquake, but that also happened to be the place where people are affected by selling constantly from the other side. So we used to, in addition to doing the immediate relief and work, we continued for several years the work of providing psychosocial support to women and children. And I remember that bringing the whole lot of doctors and nurses to my institute where they could be trained in psychosocial support to people. How do you cope with a situation of extreme conflict is a serious issue. Currently, we are developing a disaster management plan for Jammu and Kashmir. And I think the most important thing with that particular framework is that we are trying to bring in development as a centrality in order to deal with disasters. Now, conflict is also a disaster, because conflicts disturbs livelihoods, disturbs people's habitat. It does, countless damage to children and women. So we have been trying to find way whereby people can be supported. So there are 2 or 3 issues we keep reminding the government that let's put our might to make sure that developmental programs reach people. Let us try and create opportunities for Kashmiri youth within Kashmir as well as elsewhere in the country. I think the more employment is created, skill development happens, employment is created, opportunities are created. I think they are going to be preoccupied with making a livelihood. I think that's going to be an important part of it. And 3, I think create a conducive environment whereby people can understand each other. Very often, people have misgivings in the sense that, do we understand the Kashmiris? Do Kashmiris understand us? I think that issue is very important. How do we create a knowledge framework whereby we understand each other, understand our context, understand our problems, and find ways to overcome the situation. There is much to do, and I think it is in that context, this particular lecture and the kind of work which being done by your organization is extremely important, to spread the knowledge, to inform people, to motivate them to, invest in Jammu and Kashmir, and then make sure that people feel wanted. I think, that's a very important issue. We have been working in Ladakh for the last 10 years, and my own experience is that as people move out of difficulties and get opportunities, I think they feel far more wanted and far more linked up. And we are going to be starting work in Kargil from this year onwards, this summer onwards, and where skill development is going to become an important part of it. With skill development, there could be, Kashmir is a rich, natural rich state actually. There is quite a lot of trade between Kashmir and the mainland. And how do we link up the entrepreneurs from both the sides is also going to be quite very important. And of course, we need to do research to understand how we can make things better. So, friends, with these few words, I'm very happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to listening to Arun Kumarji and his perspectives on the Kashmir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Parshuram.